Outdaughtered, Blayke Busby is not a baby anymore, looks like a grown-up now. The Busby family rose to fame through their TLC reality series Outdaughtered, a show that captured the rare journey of raising the only all-female set of quintuplets in the United States. However, one name has consistently remained a quiet but strong presence throughout the series: Blayke Louise Busby, the eldest daughter of Adam and Danielle Busby. Over the years, fans have watched Blayke grow from a shy and gentle big sister into a confident and composed young girl. Today, many are reflecting on the remarkable fact that Blayke is not a baby anymore. She is steadily transforming into a poised, mature young woman. This shift has been especially noticeable in recent social media posts, public appearances, and family updates. The change is more than just physical. Blayke's demeanor, her responsibilities within the family, her personal interests, and her quiet leadership all reflect a transformation from childhood to early adolescence. As the Quints continue to dominate the spotlight, many fans have begun to turn their attention to Blayke's unique journey, one that is equally worth celebrating and acknowledging. Blayke Busby was born on April 5, 2011. By the time her 5 little sisters, Olivia, Hazel, Ava, Riley, and Parker, arrived in 2015, she was already used to being the center of her parents' world. However, the birth of the quintuplets changed everything, not just for Adam and Danielle, but for Blayke too. Suddenly, she wasn't the only child anymore. At just 4 years old, she became a big sister to 5 babies at once. That's a role that would overwhelm even many adults, yet Blayke approached it with a gentle sense of duty. Over the seasons of Outdaughtered, fans watched Blayke help feed bottles, entertain her sisters, and even assist in basic caretaking tasks. She was never forced into the spotlight, but her natural inclination to be helpful and responsible did not go unnoticed. The audience fell in love with her sweet temperament and willingness to adapt to a chaotic household. Being the oldest sibling in a house of 6 girls, 5 of whom are exactly the same age, comes with its challenges. For Blayke, this dynamic required balancing her own needs with the collective demands of a very large and busy family. Over time, it became evident that she was not just the big sister, but also a role model, even if unofficially. As the Quints grew older and more independent, Blayke started carving out her own identity. She began to express her preferences in fashion, hobbies, and friendships. Unlike her younger sisters, who often shared outfits or toys, Blayke made it clear that she was developing her own personal style and interests. Whether it was school-related accomplishments, sports activities, or simple personal milestones, her evolution into a young lady was clearly underway. The Busbys have always maintained a strong presence on social media, particularly on platforms like Instagram and YouTube. Through these outlets, fans have been able to witness Blayke's transformation in a more personal way than through edited television episodes. Recent photos of Blayke have sparked considerable attention online, with fans commenting on how grown-up she looks. Taller, more confident in her poses, and dressed in ways that reflect her age-appropriate maturity, Blayke appears far removed from the little girl viewers met in the earliest episodes. Though Adam and Danielle are careful about what they share, they also celebrate their daughter's milestones. Birthday posts, dance recitals, and even everyday candid moments have shown just how much Blayke has grown. Comments often highlight her grace, her natural beauty, and her gentle personality, traits that seem to grow stronger with age. Despite her growing maturity, it's important to remember that Blayke is still a child. She may look grown up, but she's still in middle school, dealing with academic pressure, social life, and personal growth like any other girl her age. The public nature of her upbringing brings with it a set of challenges, particularly around identity and privacy. Blayke continues to walk a fine line between responsibility and freedom. She helps out at home and continues to be a helpful sibling to her younger sisters, but her parents also emphasize that they want her to enjoy her childhood. Danielle has spoken publicly about ensuring that Blayke gets one-on-one time and experiences that are separate from her siblings. The effort to treat Blayke as an individual has not gone unnoticed. From personalized birthday parties to solo mother-daughter trips, the Busbys try to give her space to grow independently from the identity of the big sister of the Quinn. As Blayke grows, so do her interests. She has tried various extracurriculars, including dance, sports, and school clubs. Fans have seen glimpses of her participating in dance competitions and enjoying time with friends outside of the family bubble. Unlike her younger sisters, who are often grouped together in activities, Blayke is navigating the world of self-discovery. She has shown interest in helping her mom with small home projects and has also developed a strong bond with her dad through sports and outdoor fun. Her evolving fashion sense also reflects her age. From cute dresses to age-appropriate accessories, Blayke is now often seen in outfits that reflect the latest tween trends, showing that she is very much in tune with the world around her. The fan community has remained supportive of Blayke's growth. Many viewers who have followed Outdaughtered from the beginning feel a sense of personal connection to her journey. Comments on social media are often filled with admiration and surprise, with fans reminiscing about when Blayke was just a toddler, holding her quintuplet sisters for the first time. Some longtime fans note that her growth also brings a bit of nostalgia. Watching Blayke mature reminds viewers of the passage of time, not just for the Busbys, but for themselves. In that way, Blayke's transformation has a broader emotional impact. She is not just growing up, she is growing up in front of people who feel emotionally invested in her story. Adam and Danielle Busby have often spoken about the challenges of parenting under public scrutiny. With Blayke getting older, they are particularly mindful of respecting her privacy, while still allowing fans to feel included in their journey. The couple has drawn praise for how they handle their children's media exposure. As Blayke approaches her teenage years, it's likely the Busbys will continue to reevaluate what gets shared online and what remains private. They've also emphasized building Blayke's confidence from within, making sure she knows that her worth isn't tied to public praise, likes, or attention. This approach appears to be working, as Blayke continues to exhibit a calm, centered presence. It's impossible to predict the future, but there is little doubt that Blayke Busby has the foundation for success in whatever path she chooses. With a strong support system, a solid educational background, and a stable home life, she has the tools she needs to pursue her dreams, whether in academics, sports, the arts, or something entirely different. What's particularly striking about Blayke is her quiet confidence. She's not overly flashy, loud, or attention-seeking. Instead, she lets her actions, kindness, and authenticity speak for themselves. That level of maturity, especially at her age, is not common and is likely to serve her well as she continues to grow. Blayke Busby is no longer the little girl fans met in the earliest episodes of Outdaughtered. Today, she is a young lady with poise, intelligence, and a kind heart. While her transformation has been subtle, it's also been steady and deeply meaningful to those who've watched her grow. In a world that often rushes children to grow up too fast, Blayke's journey has been refreshingly balanced. She's growing up, yes, but at her own pace and on her own terms. And even though she's not a baby anymore, she will always hold a special place in the hearts of Outdaughtered fans as the original Busby girl who handled life with 5 younger siblings with extraordinary grace. As Blayke continues to step into adolescence, fans and followers will undoubtedly keep cheering her on, quietly amazed, emotionally connected, and endlessly proud of how far she's come.